If you were a student or a postdoc and have done testing on the shaking tables since the year 2000, can you wave at me? All right, there's a few people. I do not have time to go through people's testing, so wave at me again. If you'd like to hear about the projects that were done in the 2000s, there are a number of people here who worked on those. I encourage you to go talk to them, ask them about their research. I'm not going to show any slides today. I just want to say a few things. During this period, there were a lot of interesting research projects on the table in all types of structural systems, steel, concrete, protective systems, isolation. We've heard a lot about that. People were shaking wine barrel racks, lots of non-structural components. There was just a lot of very interesting work going on. And I would like to take a minute and acknowledge one of the people that was the most influential, one of the many influential people, but someone who was particularly influential both for me and for a number of other students, and that was Steve Mahan, who unfortunately is no longer with us, but had a great impact on the research that was carried out on the table during this period of time. There were at least 9 PhD dissertations that were related to work on the shaking table that Steve supervised, including mine and Tracy's, she's going to talk in a minute. And Steve was also incredibly generous with his time, and I just wanted to spend a minute and honor the contributions he made. He had visitors and postdocs from all over the world, including maybe some of you who are here who came while Steve was here with us doing research. Khalid and I had the chance to bring this group from Karachi who were building their own laboratory at the time, and they were building their own shaking table. They wanted to see how it worked, and Steve came and spent time with them, talked with them about how to do experiments, and so it was really fruitful. And those are the kind of things that maybe we won't hear as much. They're not written up in a peer report or an EERC report, but they were very impactful, and we see the ripple effects of that type of generosity going out to many corners of the world. So I know Steve was a great blessing to me as my advisor, and I know he was very influential in many of our lives as well. So thanks to Steve, and I'd also like to take a minute to thank all of the lab staff. We heard from Dawn, who made it possible for those of us who were working, especially as students. Maybe we didn't have construction experience. I didn't have experience doing anything with electronics, and so it was wonderful to work with people who were very experienced, who knew what they were doing, and could just make everything work, and all of the administrative staff who made the whole facility run, and that we didn't really appreciate at the time, but as someone who works in some administration and management now, I really appreciate the people that wrote the proposals and got the funding and made everything continue to work. So thank you to all of those people as well. And I'd like to turn it over to Tracy now.